What's going on YouTube? Craig the Travel Zombie here, and our last couple of videos have been a little bit emotionally heavy to say the least. So today we're here to lighten it up. We're at the Phoenix Zoo and we're gonna feed one of these guys today. My name is Craig and I am the Travel Zombie, and welcome to Prime Time. Last time we were here was for zoo lights right there on opening night. And as you can see, zoo lights still ongoing.
And some people will, some species will be put in what's called a survival species program, or it's SSP. A lot of the times when these guys are
So I mentioned this the last time that I was here, but I wanted to show it again. You go into this bathroom and you can see directly into the enclosure right behind it. Can't see the animals, don't know where they're at, but if they were out, you'd be able to see them right here from the sink. You know what? Let's not stop at petting a giraffe today. Let's pet some stingrays. This is so wild. They feel like wet pancakes.
Oh, you like pets? You're one of the ones that really like pets. She's coming to check it out. It's like, what do you have there?
Right.
They really have very good vision, and they're super curious. So I honestly think she was looking at your camera. Not a normal camera that we get.
Right.
And she's come back around. It's this one that was doing that. That's funny. She circled back around. I'm curious to see if she comes back up at you.
This dark one here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now she just went back like normal.
Yeah. These guys are so friendly.
Now, I just wanted to point out, some people are claiming being able to pet on some of the sharks. Their penny shark is a little bit.
Oh, you're coming out. Hi, Buffy. That one right there,
Guys, I don't know what I was expecting with that stingray petting, but it wasn't at all what I expected. It was even better. So cool. Like I said, they felt almost like wet pancakes.
Hospital.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, $22 million. not only that, by corn pepper and guava to support us.
And right there, we have a California condor, a very, very big bird. And you know what that means? Hitchcock would be proud.
Well, there's two.
Seems like today was a good day to come here because all these animals are just out and about. Look at this little guy digging, digging, digging. Anybody here speak parcel tongue?
Yeah, it's huge. And then there's another one in the back over here.
Oh, I see him.
Let's go see what we got.
Wow.
Stink. Look at him. He's trying to climb up the wall.
Yeah.
What do we got over here? You know what?
So I wanted to take a second to apologize to you guys in advance if this video comes off a little bit awkward. I'm still very new to this YouTube thing, and so there's certain types of content that I'm still trying to figure out how to present to you guys in a way that is compelling and fun. And one of those things is zoos. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch my very first video from this channel. I'll leave a link in the description. But warning, it was here and it was not very good at all. That's actually the reason why we're here today, because I'm hoping for this to be a make good for how absolutely terrible that first video was. Well, folks, it's about that time. It's time that we head to the giraffe encounter. It is quite the line to get in to see these big tall boys today.
Perfect.
Hi.
Just hold it down nice and far for her. She likes to work for it extra hard. Here's that one for you.
Oh,
Alrighty, and one more for you.
right. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for this one. Whoop. Come on.
Oh, she's a little bit distracted. Just keep it held up for her. Here you go, Amara. Good job. Alrighty. And that's feeding a giraffe.
So that was a pretty incredible experience. I've actually fed giraffes before. This was a long time ago when I lived in Oklahoma City. I did it at the Oklahoma City Zoo. But every time is unique. Every time is special because these animals are so big and so sweet. Their eyes look so big and brown and kind. And so every time I get the chance to do it, I want to do it going forward. And it was just so unique. I got up there and you have to stand behind this yellow line because they don't want the giraffes having to bend down too far to get the food from you. And so you stand behind that yellow line and then they give you your biscuits and you have to hold them kind of like this. And then the giraffe's tongue goes right between your fingers. And so I actually got slimed just a little bit by this giraffe's giant purple tongue, which was, it sounds gross, but it was actually kind of cool. Before we take off today, I think there's one more thing we should try to do. It's going to be a little bit of a time crunch because we only have about a half hour before the zoo closes. But I would like to see if we can get into the monkey enclosure. We've still got a long walk left until we get to the village. But thankfully the animals are out and active today, so we can see some of them along the way. Look at that view. Only about 20 minutes left until the zoo closes, and we found what we're looking for. Monkey Village is just to my right. And just to give you guys an idea of exactly how long that walk was, it took us about 10 minutes. And it was from right over here, all the way up, and all the way over to here.
Taylor, can you get my camera?
And I love that all of these beautiful zoo lights lanterns are visible during the day too, that you can get some kind of appreciation of them. If you haven't seen my zoo lights video, I'll leave a card for it up in the corner, and I'll also leave a link in the description. And we've arrived.
Monkey is right there. They might come out on
It's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
I always love coming to this one.
Man, today has been such a good day for seeing the animals out and about and active. But this one exhibit, the monkey exhibit here that we're in, I'm not sure how much of the good stuff I actually captured, because it seemed like every time I would turn the camera on, they would do something cool right before I started recording, or they'd do it right after I stopped recording. Of course, right? As we can see, the zoo has largely emptied out. It is past 4 o'clock, which means the zoo is closed, and in a little under an hour, they'll open for one of the last nights of zoo lights. Man, we did so much today. We saw quite a bit, but we didn't see all of it. We got to pet some stingrays, we got to feed a giraffe, and we still didn't see a quarter of what this zoo has to offer. So best believe we will be back again, and we will be doing more experiences here, and I'm excited for it. And if you want to see it, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And as always, with any attraction, you exit through the gift shop. We went through here in our zoo lights video, but we'll give it a once over again. They have all of your typical zoo stuff, some lounge fly type bags, stuffed animals, and even toothpick holders. Hey, I know this guy. And I think I know this guy too, but I haven't met this little guy yet. Would you look at that? It's a reunion. Another guy that I know. So that's it from the Phoenix Zoo today. We had an amazing time. We pet some stingrays, we fed a giraffe, and now we're back at the spot where I ended my very first video on this channel. There is so much more left to see at this zoo, and I promise you, at some point in the future, we will be back and we will be doing more experiences just like we did today. And with that, I must bid you all adieu and say goodbye and good night.